kind of expensive. It's like one, at least for me, it's 1,000. So
No, I get you. That is expensive. Mine was right around that, I think. Something like that. What is
and I can just
yeah.
lose 1,000.
No, no, definitely not. That's like what? Oh God, 1,000. So like 20-ish dollars,
Yeah,
20-ish USD, roughly.
yeah,
Roughly.
something like that.
I get you. No, it's very expensive. Mine was roughly that too. And I didn't want to buy it either. It was expensive for me. You can only imagine.
I was like looking at our chat, and apparently can already like buy gifts when you're like on the chat. Can you
Oh,
see
really?
this? They can like send us gifts.
Like real gifts? Like did you get something in the mail from Amazon? No, I'm kidding. But I'm kidding. But hopefully they send gifts. We like gifts out here, guys. We love presents. If
Stop
I just
saying that
found
yet.
some
We have
somewhere,
no audience yet.
yeah, I know. It's just your phone. I get it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I don't care. They can maybe they watch it later. You know what I mean? They come back on your
yeah.
channel and get to
The
watch us lovely
I
two
I
talk
think the
shit.
gifts only happens when it's on the live.
Yeah, I think you're right. They're like stars and whatever else, like all the old live streaming stuff and like
Yeah,
Twitch and everything else. That's like how Twitch made profits or Twitch streamers made profits for a long time. I don't know much about it. I've never done. I thought about doing Twitch for a little bit, but I just
hmm
like I'm not that guy who can play video games and talk. I'd be too focused in on that stuff. And
yeah.
I'm not like what is it? What do they say? MLG Pro. I'm not that guy. I'm pretty good compared to the average dude at video games. Bad compared to the professionals. Oh my god.
David actually was asking his friends if I can join some of the lives in his, but he doesn't know that it's a different live in Twitch compared to the live here in YouTube. I was thinking it was just the same, but it's never the same because most of the time I think in Twitch is like more on gaming stuff, right?
I don't really know. I think it is or it used to be when it first
hmm
came out. I think people do all sorts of things on Twitch these days. Like I said, I was thinking about going into that sphere a little bit because, like, that's another way to pull in followers or whatever else that maybe use a different platform and stuff.
Yeah,
I've been trying
yeah.
to do the sole focus thing on YouTube, or was trying to do the sole focus thing on YouTube because I figured
hmm
it builds an audience on here and take
Say
it somewhere else.
say
You know what I'm
hello to
saying?
our audience there.
Hello, audience. How you doing, guys? Love to have you
Yeah,
here. You think we should use Twitch too, or what? Like, do you think we're cool enough for Twitch? Not sure yet. I think I need a different color hair scheme going on. Maybe a wolf mask or something.
I was looking at some stuff in TikTok. Actually, I've seen like you're like going to put some color on the roots of your hair, and then you're going the outer part will stay as it is. Like if
Yeah.
you're going to like open like
Oh,
the
you go
part of
like
the
this?
roots, it will be, yeah, it's
Yeah,
so cool. I
that is
kind
pretty sweet. Well, they wouldn't know. I agree that it's pretty sweet. It's like frosted tips, but in reverse. I can get behind that. I never was much for modifying my appearance. I think maybe I'm too much of a narcissist. You know what I mean? I just like how I look.
I have never
But
dyed my hair actually. I always wanted to like try it. I don't know if it works for me.
I think you could go blonde or something. You know what I mean?
I
That would
don't
look
think they will allow in my work to have a blonde hair for me to
no.
release. It's not allowed.
Hmm.
Maybe around brown, brownish, but blonde. I think it's like I
Too
don't know.
noisy, too like or not
I
flamboyant, but
I think they will find it not so unprofessional if I will be coloring my hair. Something that
gotcha.
is so different to a Filipino hair, they will find it unprofessional.
Right, it stands out too much or whatever else,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of what I was getting at. That's understandable in a way. I don't know. I think I'm like very, you know me, I'm about that freedom. I think people should,
Mhm.
if you enjoy it, why not? Hello, everybody. Oh my God,
Hello,
21
people.
people. We're killing it.
We're just happy if you will find some numbers actually with the people who are like watching us. It's kind of funny, you know.
Yeah, it is cool,
Thank
right? I
you.
know. Hello.
Hello.
Alpha 19. I like to think I'm an alpha too sometimes. Do you ever feel like an alpha there, bud? Like the mucho macho?
What made you decide actually to like Mobile Legends? Do you play that, Dorian? I
No,
tried I tried playing that kind of game. It wasn't for me because I don't have a lot of patience actually.
I don't even know what it is. I'll be
You
honest.
know
I have
Dota?
no idea.
You know Dota.
Oh,
Dota.
Dota. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know
It's
Dota.
something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know Dota, but I don't
And
know that.
I have no patience.
Well, good for you, dude. I like I was telling to him earlier, I'm just like bad at video games, kind of. I cannot compete.
Uh, and I get so frustrated because sometimes I get so competitive. And I'm not that good at all, especially when you're just starting.
How's it going? Yeah, when you're just starting, it's very difficult. Exactly, especially when they pit you against like the hardest guys and stuff. And see, I play like unranked on Fortnite on my phone sometimes, and like I
Hmm.
win most of the time. But that's unranked, that's against like people like me. So I think it's obvious I'm gonna win.
Hello, Jalike.
You ever played that? Have you
I
tried playing
don't.
Fortnite on your phone?
No,
No,
I
not
haven't.
for you.
I stick to most of the games that I played.
I never spent any money. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I I would take the gyms, like the gyms, like the centers and stuff, and then you get like free coins and stuff by doing that. So I got in the habit of finding like the ones that people didn't go to, and I just go take those ones, and I'd have them for a long time.
Bye. Thank you. By the way, please subscribe and at least leave a like. I would. We would really appreciate that. If you wanna send some stickers, it's fine also.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
we. I mean, we're trying actually to get this bigger, and that's why we we try to do this like every weekend. To find. We would actually like to know more about our viewers actually. Where you are, would it be a great like idea to go to your place? I mean, we want
Yeah,
to
your
travel.
country, is it
That's
beautiful?
a goal. Yeah. So anyway, I'm Kuya, and obviously it's Kano because it's the white person.
Yeah, no. Kuya, it means older brother, right? And Kano is
Yeah,
just shorthand for American.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Kano is are like racist word for anything white. Kano.
Racist. I mean, what is racism? You know what I mean?
I mean,
Define racism. You know. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm I'm performing. I need some symbols here. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a
mm,
performing monkey. You know what I mean? Or one of those crank boxes. Do you know what I'm talking about from the old
mm.
movies? Yeah. Um. Oh, what were we gonna talking about again?
We're supposed to be talking about education.
Education. The levels at which people have it and do not, and for why. I think yes.
Yeah. So, how do we start this one? I
That's a good
can't really
question.
like. I have a different kind. I mean, I went to a private school, and what did during that time actually, private schools are like advanced to most of the public schools because we have computers. I started
Oh,
using computer when I was in grade 3, and during that time, computers are not like really
available.
like, yeah, to everyone. So I had the opportunity actually to like be doing stuff that some of the students in public school cannot do because they have no computers. So I was able to like start typing at a young age, be able to like, I don't know if you know this, but during those times there's no Wikipedia, but there is like Encarta, Microsoft Encarta.
I think I know what you're talking about. What is this, like the early '90s or?
No, 2000s. So this is 2000s actually, around. I was in elementary, yeah.
I
So
remember
we
like
have
things
like
like AOL. I might
Encarta
have been too young.
Encyclopedia, yeah.
Okay.
So way before Wikipedia, there's like Microsoft Encarta Encyclopedia. And during that time, actually, we don't have internet. It's just like a PC. So, and during the time when you have like, when you want to have an internet, you need to like, sometimes it's a dial up. So you
Dial up.
need
Yep, I
to
know
like,
dial up.
I don't know how to explain a dial up.
No, no, I know dial up completely. It's like 50 kilobytes maximum per second and stuff. I had dial up. I've been on a computer
Mm,
since the year 2000. I get it. I
mm,
just don't know Encarta and stuff like that because when I was on the internet, I was like a toddler and stuff. You know what
mm.
I mean? So it's like you're just like a little bit older than me. So I would have to say that I don't know Encarta. I know like AOL and like things like Yahoo Messenger and stuff like that. But
You know what's weird? It was just like around a few years that I have known about AOL. It's America Online, right? We
yeah.
haven't had that here in the
Oh,
Philippines a lot. Most of the people would use Yahoo,
Yahoo. Yeah.
yeah, and you know Google at in this point of time, but we haven't used a lot of AOL here in the Philippines growing up. I don't know if you know MIRC or MLRC. I don't know. It's
Not sure.
like, how do you say this? If you wanted to like talk to someone online and then there are like groups there for the things. It's more of like Reddit
Like a
right
chat
now.
room.
Yeah, a chat room. That's like
Chat room. Yeah.
MIRC.
Yeah. I was in lots of chat rooms as a kid. That was like big before like things like MySpace and everything else
Yeah,
really took off, like actual social media.
yeah,
Love chat rooms. I would have to say Reddit is similar in spirit to a chat room,
yeah.
actually.
Because in Reddit, you need to wait. Um, the chat room is more on a live thing that you're like talking
Mhm.
as it is right now. So we
Yeah, no, I
have
get it.
MIRC and then the Yahoo Messenger. Do,
Okay.
do,
Yeah, I know Yahoo Messenger really well because
mm,
that's what I had for a long time, and that's how I talked to friends. I remember I had one of those what is it? I don't know how to describe it. You know how when you're in like grade school and you get like
mm,
a girlfriend or whatever or a boyfriend or
mm,
whatever else. That's how
yeah.
I talked to my girlfriend was on Yahoo Messenger. You know what I mean? So we sending chats back and forth on Yahoo Messenger. So I'm pretty familiar with Yahoo Messenger, actually. Yeah.
And
So
then I think Skype happened.
Skype,
Then
yeah. Used to love Skype.
excuse me, I'm sorry. Skype. I don't know. There are other like hello.
Yeah, I
Thank you
mostly
guys
use
for
Skype.
watching.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Please
Glad to have you here
subscribe and leave a like.
to me and them. Might
We're
go like
talking
this to
about
the point of view. Yeah, it does. This guy. Subscribe to this guy.
you can also subscribe to Dorian. All of his channel is always tagged in all of my lives after this. Please, hello from the
Yeah, Philippines.
Philippines.
I don't know that. I was trying to read
I
that. I'm
know
like,
that.
that's beyond me.
I think that's a racy word.
Oh,
Hi guys, please subscribe or even just leave a like. We will appreciate it.
what is
So we were, huh?
I was reading stuff about the Philippines the other day,
Yeah,
and
you mentioned.
actually now that I think about it, is it Ortigo or not Ortigas? It's just like a kind of tribe there. It's like a specific group of peoples by God damn it, Baguio by Baguio. There it was by Baguio. You know what I'm talking about?
Igorot.
Igorots. Damn it.
Yeah,
Yes, that. Damn it. Thank you. Thank you. So I remember you told me about like the itis and everything else like that.
yeah.
And yeah, no, I've been learning more. I've been learning more. Definitely.
Say good night,
Magang
Dorian,
magang
for Alice.
magandang gabi.
Yeah,
That kind of
yeah. That's
magandang
that's a
gabi.
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds like a foreigner trying to speak Tagalog, but it's good.
I completely understand. I need more practice for sure. I'm not super great at it. But isa dalawa, tatlo apat lima. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
right in order. Yeah.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So what have you been? Why did you? How did you find out Igorot? By the way, it's kind of raining here. So anyway,
I was just reading.
hmm
I pull out a book. I go like this. My eyes go across the page, and I learn stuff.
what did you learn?
oh,
That they are kind of that some white people raped them before. Just kidding, but it's true.
I mostly learned about what is it, McKinley or something like that, or not McKinley.
MacArthur,
God, damn it, What? Who?
MacArthur,
No, no, no,
MacArthur.
no. It's like Daniel something or other.
Mm,
Uh, but he's the guy who built the city of Baguio and stuff like
yeah,
that. Yeah, no, I want to say Thurman, but that's not right. But remember, I was like talking about Juan Aureliano or whatever.
yeah.
He's the he's like his
He's the
successor.
architect. Yeah.
Yeah, architectural successor to that guy
Mm,
specifically. So yeah, that's kind of what I was learning about stuff like that and everything else. Like what do they call it, the White City and stuff like that, and everything else.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
dude. That
kind of built a lot of like buildings there, like Camp John Hay, places there. Actually, even like they have like a White House there, which is being used by the president during summer. Like it's a summer house or something.
summer retreat. Yeah, yeah, I know.
Uh,
I did
we were
learn quite a
sup-
bit about it.
we were supposed to go to Baguio, but then we decided to go
No,
to Wangod.
now that I now that I learned a little bit about it, I definitely want to visit and check it out. Uh, this is I mostly learned architectural stuff because that's one of those things that I'm interested in. Obviously.
Yeah,
Um, but you learn a lot of other stuff as a portion of that because they'll just list it as like side information to help
yeah.
tell the story. I guess.
It's
Yeah.
like good actually. I mean, especially if you wanted to know more about Spanish architecture, there are a lot of like buildings here actually, which still survive even after the war. And there are also like towns here that seems to look like a Spanish place actually, a
Hmm.
European place. I think similar to Intramuros.
Yeah, was that the quarter you took me to the one time, and then they had like where Jose Rizal was imprisoned at and everything else like that.
Yeah,
Kind of like
yeah,
going through there was kind of more of a Spanish quarter and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember some of the architecture and stuff like that. That was like a big portion of what I was paying attention to. I'll be completely
Mm,
honest, was the architecture and everything else. It's
uh,
quite beautiful. I like it. So Spanish architecture has like it's obviously a distinct style. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So yeah, yeah. No, I learned some other stuff too, but I'll have to like get more information on it to really have like a discussion
The,
about it. Obviously, I'm surprised you didn't know the guy who that I was talking about the one day. Like just because he's like what kind of like helped cement like the Philippines identity into like the construction and help push the
the
narrative.
one with him, there were two people actually who like planned the building. The other one was the more famous one.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know. He was just like the what I from my understanding from what I read was like the first one, and it was like highly publicized and stuff, and it was
Mm,
like it helped push the narrative that the Philippines people are very like more capable than what they're being given credit
mm,
for, and all this other stuff. That's kind of like what was the side narrative to like the story and
I
stuff
see. I was
there.
it,
So,
it was just weird because the one with him actually became famous, and one university was named after him. That's why it
oh
was
really?
so weird for me when I was trying to do a research about him. Uh, he was supposed to be with the other guy. I think it's like I don't know.
Completely understandable. I only just know like a little tidbit, you know what I'm saying, from like one book. So
And most
yeah,
of the time, it will be the more famous one who will be like put in books, in history books, kinda.
that makes sense. Yeah, I think that's typical. Like the people, it's like how you sell stuff. You know what I mean? If people already know the people, it's definitely gonna help sell the book, right? So yeah,
Yeah. And let's go back actually to
yeah,
education.
of
So
course. Sorry, we kind of took tangents there really hard. So the education. You're saying you went to a private school and stuff. You had the dial up, or you had a
yeah,
computer, but possibly had dial up.
yeah,
Yeah.
we what, how do you call this one? We were supposed to learn more about typing and stuff, using spreadsheets and things like that. And they were so um strict on us using the internet because you don't know what we can find in the internet. When, even during that time porn is already like available also.
Oh, yeah.
And And I don't know. It was, and also internet is a little bit expensive during that time.
No, I bet it
At least
was,
for us.
honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think anywhere then was kind of expensive. Like lots of people didn't have internet even when I was a kid. So
Yeah. I think the internet during that time was around 30 pesos per hour if you're going to like go to an internet cafe because it's starting to like be rampant during that time until the internet became just like 10 pesos per hour, you know.
hmm
But when it started, it was around 30 pesos per hour, and it's a little bit expensive also. It's also the time when we started to use like a cell phone,
okay,
and
like
the cell phone became a little bit available to like more people. I know there are cell phones already around the 90s, but it became more available around 2000s. Hello.
no, that makes,
Oh,
hello, yeah, hello. That makes sense. Cell phones didn't really become super prevalent even in America. In my like, you know, when I was a kid was when people started using them more. Philippines, hell yeah,
안녕하세요. That's Korean for hello, I think.
yeah. I think you're right.
What's your first cell phone, Dorian? Nokia?
Oh no, no, Kyocera, Kyocera.
What's the, never heard of the brand.
It's a
I mean,
Japanese brand, I'm pretty sure. They make good
most of
phones. They used to be way,
mm,
way better phones, but they're the first people to come up with touch screen, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I can't be positive, but they definitely were the first ones with a foldable one with a touch screen.
hi guys. We're just streaming.
Hello.
Hello. I mean, we usually talk anything about under the sun. Currently, right now, we're talking about cell phones.
Yeah, cell phones, man. Not the
Most
big
of the
bulky ones, but this
Filipinos,
one.
most of the Filipinos started with Nokia. I think.
Nokia's are I had a Nokia at once, like what was it, the Nokia 4439 or something like that, or 4490 or something. The brick ones, you could the bit
Mhm.
indestructible. But
My
that was
first
later.
Nokia is the one with the antenna, 5110, 5100. I think.
Yeah, so it's like just the flat surface or whatever.
No, it's like big. It's like
Oh
with an antenna in it.
no, no, I never had nothing like that. I was talking like
And
the gray or the blue ones. They have like
uh,
they're like this big or something like that.
yeah,
They still had
I
antennas,
think
but
I think I had that. That's my third year cell phone. My first one is 5100.
yeah.
They're
The fake one?
also like yeah, they're like colored phones also, where you can like, but they get easily busted. So it will stay for you for at least like a year maybe, which happens to most of the cell phone right now. They won't like last long.
No, no, yeah. You drop one of these ones nowadays and it's gone. What is the term you guys use for like bootleg or black market stuff? Do you have that specific word?
Not no specific word for black market.
Not like black market necessarily, but like the you told it to me once and it's like we'll
Un-
talk about it later. We'll come up with it later. I
underground
no no it's like for like just like the knockoffs and stuff too. Like
China
that's
po
more what
China.
no.
Any knockoff, I think it's we call China. I don't know.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, yeah,
I
I
don't
can't
know.
remember anyway.
We'll go back there later.
Yeah, it doesn't
Maybe.
matter. We'll talk over the phone on that. Not our cheap ones though. Yeah. Huawei makes good phones nowadays. They got cut out of our market and stuff. But yeah,
And
take it
I
easy,
don't know
dude.
what happened to Nokia. They're I thought they're like
Me too. I think that they just as soon as like smartphones kicked off, they just kind of like disappeared, fell off the
but
map.
they
You know what I
kind
mean?
of
They couldn't compete.
started with some good colored phones also, and some phones actually that they even um, I don't know. I think they collaborated one time with Sony. I think to produce a phone actually that has some good music in it, like an iPhone before. Hi, we're talking about
Hello.
Nokia and what happened to it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I just think that because it started to disappear from the map for me, like in our country around the time that like the iPhone 3G came out. You know what I'm
Mhm.
talking about?
Yeah.
So when smartphones really took off, I think they just hadn't done the research and development to like maintain a market share. I think they just thought that regular standard phones would stay good. It's kind of like
So
BlackBerry, you know what I'm saying? BlackBerry disappeared because they couldn't
there
iPhones, you know?
there was
Yeah.
Nokia, and then suddenly Samsung and Motorola came. So during the time, Motorola has been producing some good cell phones.
The Razor,
Yeah,
the Motorola
you are
Razor.
so cool during that time.
Mhm.
I wasn't able to buy any Motorola brand. No, haven't bought any Samsung actually until now.
When we were kids, we would like trade phones and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So at school, we'd like figure out how we'd be like, oh, I'll give you this and this for that phone. I'll
Mm-hmm.
give you my phone plus this and this.
I
And
see.
that's how I got a Razor. I remember I got a Razor like that. I traded my phone and some other phone that I got some other way. And I was like, yeah, two phones for this phone. Hell yeah.
That's so cool.
Sweet. Yeah. Good
And
times. Good times.
also, Nokia kind of produced some questionable kinds of phones. Also, they have like some circles and stuff, which is so stupid. But
That's
you're
what I'm
cool
saying.
during that time.
Yeah. They they were trying something there. They were at least trying something. They're pushing the boundaries of what a phone could be. I appreciate that for sure. I wouldn't
Um,
mind like a
um,
different shaped phone.
only to be back to the same normal phones that we have. They have like a very I just can't explain the looks of their phone before when they were like trying so hard.
Oh, I can remember some weird phones, but yeah. I always liked the ones that had like the deck phones. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about? Like they flipped up.
yeah.
Those were sweet. I wish we still had those. Even like if
Have
my
you
iPhone had like a second one on the back, that'd be fucking sweet.
are
Then I'd have
you are
extra
you
battery.
using an iPhone right now or like a smartphone?
This is a different phone. I have an
Mm-hmm.
iPhone, and then I have
Mm-hmm.
this phone, and then I have a flip phone, and then I have some other phones.
I see.
Yeah, I go through phones a lot, so like
I see.
it's something I do. I'll get like I'll like get new phones as I get new contracts, or
Mm-hmm.
I get like sick of the one phone I have. Plus, phones are like not super cheap, but you can get phones for free. So a lot of places if you do their program or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'll do your thing and get this phone for free. What do you mean? And then I have them laying around if I want to sell them or something.
Have
So
you owned the BlackBerry before?
no, no, I never liked the
That's
BlackBerry.
when that went out. Actually, it's like a little bit posh kind of phone. You're like richer when you have like a BlackBerry. I think at least
Yes, yeah,
that's what it appears to me.
see, I never liked them. Like I said, dude, like you had we had those slide phones at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
BlackBerry was big, and I liked those better. They had like a better keyboard. Like the BlackBerry keyboard sucked. It was too like compact into itself. I couldn't use my thumbs, you know what I mean, like on it the right way. When those
That's true
slide
also.
phones did it, I just flip it up and I had all the space my thumbs needed. So I
But
and the
isn't
gyroscope it
it
worked.
easier? Isn't it easier to like communicate with those people? I mean, those who owns BlackBerry because they have like BlackBerry message for free.
I didn't know about that. I mean, I think iPhones have that too, don't they?
I don't know. I don't. I haven't bought any iPhone actually. I don't
Oh,
think it's like user friendly for me, especially with transferring files.
yeah,
It will be hard,
Jesus.
especially when you have like a personal computer.
Yeah, I'm not like that's one of those things. That's why like I try not to use iPhones for that exact reason because like they're just too restrictive.
Mm,
Back in the day, whenever I had one, I always would jailbreak it, which you know what I mean. That
yeah.
way, you can do all this stuff that you can do with any other phone, just naturally. Yeah, I don't like that stuff about the iPhone either. I would, I would not get a partnership with Apple ever. Never get sponsored by them because
uh,
I would give scathing reviews to the iPhone itself. I like their computers. They can give me a free computer if they want, and I'll review it. But fuck the iPhone.
Have you used LimeWire before in the 2000s? I know you're too young during that time, but
Yeah, I've used LimeWire. You kidding me?
you know Bear Share. It's like LimeWire also. Anything
I
wire
might know
before.
that. Yeah, no, I know
Just
lots of pirating sites, as you I'm sure you know, considering how we're watching movies and stuff. I'm an internet native, dude. I've been on the internet since I could talk and walk, so maybe a little bit before even.
so we have been pirating a lot of musics before.
Yeah,
just
lots of
just like
viruses.
put it just to put it in your cell phone. As long as you have music in your cell phone, it's everything will be fine.
Yeah,
Oh my god,
exactly,
those were the days.
dude. They
Is
really
it
were. Oh my god,
when did they became very strict about pirating musics there in America?
never, never,
Did,
never.
oh really?
Only if someone's profiting off of it do they care.
I see. Okay.
I think it seems to be like that. So if you're like burning DVDs, right, and then going to sell them at the goddamn flea market or whatever else, you're gonna get in trouble. But at least from my understanding, my perspective, as long as you're not making money, they don't really do shit about it. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
I'm just wondering also, Dorian, do you have like computer shops there growing up? Because we have a lot of it here.
What do you mean computer shop?
Like, you need to go to a computer shop and then like rent a computer for like 2 hours so that you can like go like the internet. You know,
Like an
you're
internet cafe?
yeah, yeah. It's also
I think
computer shops.
yeah, I think there are and was those things, but I'm not like super familiar with it because I had a computer
Yeah, yeah.
at that
I
point.
was
As
also
long as I
thinking
can
about. I'm
remember.
just wondering. Have you
Yeah,
seen the proposal?
the
The movie,
proposal.
The Proposal.
I feel like I have, but I'm not sure. I might not have.
Anyway, they have a scene there when Sandra Bullock needs to like go to to go find an internet, and then they went to a computer cafe where you need to like put a dime in it in order for her to like continue doing something from the internet.
No, I've never
Because
experienced anything like that.
they went to like a far flung area in Alaska where Ryan
Oh,
Reynolds lives.
yeah, no, I
Anyway,
never have experienced anything like that. I I know old computers and stuff, but we had like since I was a little kid, I always had
uh,
always have had a computer in the house,
mm,
like a Windows 98.
Mm,
was the first computer I ever used, probably. And
mm,
everyone that I was around had one. I'm not saying we were
mm,
like even super wealthy. You know, I say that they were like middle class people that I was living with at the time. My grandma was
mm,
like one of them, and she was like a professor, and then like one of the other people was a prison guard, and the other person was like in telecommunications. So like
mm.
they all kind of required to have a computer in general. So like they weren't super wealthy, but they had to have computers for their works and stuff. So like I always had a computer.
I see.
Yeah. I know lots
So,
about computers that other people don't for that very reason.
so before, especially when you don't have computer at home, sometimes we would go to like computer cafes and have some music burned in CDs.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that. So they would also pirate music from websites, and then they would like burn it in a computer and then sell it. So
Yeah. That's what I'm saying,
pirated
dude.
pirated DVDs were and VCDs were like a thing here in the Philippines. Actually, we have they created a specific part of the government actually to raid those people who produces a lot of like pirated CDs, VCDs, and DVDs.
We had stuff like that. Like there definitely was a campaign in America because there was
Mm,
lots of pirating, but they kind of didn't like again like they wouldn't target people who would not be selling. You know, if you were selling it and making a profit off of it or whatever else,
mm,
that's when our government kind of was like got involved more. When it was personal use stuff, I feel like a lot of the time they wouldn't didn't care. Or if anything, if you were pirating lots of things, they might
yeah,
come knock on your door and be like, "Stop pirating shit, or you're going to jail." You know what I mean? But they just too many people do it. You know what I mean? Like there's so much
yeah,
accessibility to the internet and stuff. It's really hard to actually police those things. But if they
mm,
know you're making money off of it, they're definitely gonna go arrest you because they can like seize that money, right? You know what I mean? They can take that
yeah,
money and use it for the government. So it's I think that's why it is the way it is here
yeah.
mostly.
It's just like it seems to me that it was like a different kind of era, when it's just like a few years ago. The
Yeah.
the amount of technology that has happened for the past years has been so quick, and which you can just catch up that much anymore because it's really quick. I don't know if you feel that one for the
Um,
for
it
the
depends on how
10.
much money you have. I think it
Yeah,
really
that's
depends on
true.
the amount of money one has. Like I think that I could definitely keep up with it if I were like well off. You know what I'm saying? I could
Mm,
easily maintain the momentum that I need to. I get that like things like with AI and everything else, like the transform cycles are like every 6 months it transforms into something more and new. But I don't
mm,
think that doesn't mean to me that I don't think I could keep up with it at all. Like I'm a pretty involved guy, but I understand why some people would feel like that. But I think it is about like a monetary level of living too, you know. So
I mean, just the idea that we just came from Nokia, and then suddenly everything went so drastic. It's just weird, actually. Like
oh
when
no,
you
I agree. It's
think
mind
about
blowing.
the 70s, the 80s, and then suddenly we have all these things right now from the 2000s going. When you think about the 80s, it's such a different time and place compared to what we have right now, especially when the internet came around late 80s and starts in the 90s, and then just how everything changed from what it is in the 80s and to what we have right now. It's so in a small span of time, it's just so weird. And
Yeah,
then
I
right now we have electric cars already.
well, I mean, one of the first cars ever made was an electric car, actually.
Mm,
But so I mean, that's like over 100 years ago originally that we had electric cars, but that's okay. Like I mean, I think that it's just like at this point, um, a lot of technologies, like there was like lots of stuff we knew about right already, like we had proven scientifically or through research had already known was possible. It was just like a lot of different things at different times needed certain levels of research and development. And it
Mm-hmm.
just so happened that this research and development in all these like different areas in material science, electrical engineering, and everything else like that came to fruition at roughly the same time to make things possible. Like the iPhone 3G would not have been possible in the 90s because we didn't have like the material science even to do it. It's just like microchips, you know what I mean? We're at like the physical limit of how small they can get, 2 nanometers or whatever, before quantum effects start affecting how they even work. Like you can't even have a transistor smaller than that really because it just breaks the laws of physics. Or because of the laws of physics, it doesn't break the laws of physics. For it to work as a smaller state would have to break the laws of physics. And that's kind of what happened in the early 2000s. We hit this window where everything started coming to fruition. I think that's why we had this rapid advancement. It's not that we didn't know it was possible. It just all happened at once. It all just came together at once. Same with
Have
AI.
you ever have you ever used floppy disk before?
Yeah, actually. I
Oh,
played
really?
Oregon
Yeah.
Trail, dude. Yeah. You ever played Oregon Trail? That's on a floppy disk.
I I I thought you were so young during that time to be able to use like a floppy disk. I thought you have already started using USBs during when you were growing up.
Yeah, there was USBs and stuff, or you use a laser disc, or not a laser disc. They had like DVDs that you could store
Yeah,
media on too.
yeah, yeah, that's
So,
true. Also.
but no, that doesn't mean that like 'cause Windows 98 still took floppy disks.
Mm,
It's just like they were being phased out around that time. So
yeah,
I've
that's
used
true.
them.
Also.
Yeah, not like a 3-inch one. Not one of those big ones or whatever. I never used one of those. I'm talking like like the compact form factor ones. Yeah, I thought they were sweet.
When
I
was
wish
the
they had
last time
floppy
you
disk
went to
though.
the movies?
Movies,
Yeah,
I try to go every so often. I'm not. I don't go that often, but I try to go like once a year. Just
no.
like the ambiance, the experience, the
Mm.
nostalgia. Why do you
What's
go to the
the
movie?
last movie? I I I forgot actually the last movie that I have seen in the theaters. What was the last movie you went to?
I can't remember. I think the Black Phone, but that was a while ago. So
What's the black?
it was it was an overhyped, terrible movie. Terrible. I didn't like it. It was
I
critically
think.
acclaimed. They got a sequel. I don't like it.
Oh, I forgot. The last movie I have seen is like a Filipino movie because someone treated me to watch it, and I was so forced to watch it. I didn't like the movie.
No,
It's but it's free, so I can't complain about it. And they
never
bought me
complained
food.
about a free movie.
And
Yeah,
they bought me food.
can't complain about that, can you? No, I'm the same way. I actually, now that you say that, I might have seen a movie after that because someone did the same thing with me. Um, I cannot remember the movie. It was like a children's movie. Maybe it was like one of the Sonic the Hedgehog movies or something.
Oh yeah,
I can't remember. I can't remember. I remember not enjoying myself, like you were talking about. You know what I mean? So,
you
ju-
know when you're this older already, around our age, and when you watch a movie in the theater, you can already find some bad acting. Which is weird because growing up when I was like watching movies, everything just is just fine with me. But right now, when you have like experience a lot of things and emotions growing up, going on to this, and then watching a movie, and then you will experience some bad acting. You'll really find some bad acting.
Yeah, no, I
I
get what you're
don't know if
saying.
the,
I look at, like, color palettes and everything else like that too,
mm,
and the cinematography and everything else. I get what you're saying with the acting and stuff. A lot of the time, for me, it's like narrative structure too. Like how is this story progressing?
yeah,
I feel like a lot of the film industry is just kind of not. I mean, some they still make some good stuff. Don't get me wrong. It's just a lot of it's like kind of like some
yeah.
direct. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, kind of, but that's just me, maybe.
I mean, it depends. Most of the time, it depends also on the first 10 minutes of the film. If I get bored within the first 10 minutes, I'll stop watching the movie.
See, I look for like little tropes. I get what you're saying completely. Like the first 10 minutes. Like for me, it's even like depending how the very first scene. Like if it's like this stereotypical scene. Like the other day,
Mm-hmm.
I started watching a movie. Okay, and it's just this guy, like this like gruff older dude. Not like old dude, but like his in his 40s. He's just like sitting like this in his car, and it's raining on the
Mm-hmm.
car, and I'm like, okay, I'm not watching this from that alone.
What's the movie?
I have no idea.
Oh,
No idea.
I, I,
I watched about 2 minutes maybe of that movie, and it was all that guy sitting in the car, and I was like, nope, I'm done with this. This is like a stereotypical poor way to start, and yeah, I couldn't do it.
I'm kind of thinking right now about the last movie I've watched. I think I've watched Hunger Games, the
Yeah.
the the newer one, where ballads of songbirds and snake and songbirds. I don't know if you have heard that one. The main character is Snow White, the one who played Snow White.
Oh, okay. Isn't she Hispanic?
Yeah, the Hispanic.
Yeah,
She started
she's
actually
very
with
pretty.
early. You
Yeah, go
think
ahead
so?
though. Sorry, I think she's
She
pretty.
she, she started actually with the West Side Story, the one that
Oh,
Steven Spielberg directed, but it was a flop. But the thing is that she got some good movies after that. She was hired to some movies. That's why she got Snow White. She got, yeah, the Hunger Games also. But the thing is that with the kind of character that she has been like showing to people during the promotion of Snow White, he kind of got like a, you know um push away some moviegoers to watch her movie, I think.
okay.
Have you
Yeah, that's
seen
possible.
her interviews with Snow White while promoting Snow White?
No, no, I've never seen Snow White, and I haven't seen the interviews. I can only imagine they're scathing because of both the thing for I what is it? The people with dwarfism and stuff, and
Hmm.
then I think little people is the politically correct term. I just wouldn't want to be like rude here, you know what I'm saying? Um, so
So we are
I know
going
about
to
that stuff. What was that?
you're you're walking on eggshells also with how you like call people.
Yeah, I know all
there
the
lit
time, dude.
there's literally like a diagnosis for dwarfism.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm
It's
I'm trying
just
to walk on eggshells here. I'm not trying to get canceled over this, dude. Just like that movie, okay? That's what I'm talking. I'm literally talking about the movie getting canceled. I'm not trying to get canceled too. Um,
how about Snow White canceling the little people and like
that's what I'm
changing
saying,
them
dude.
into like magical people?
That's what I mean. I'm not trying to be like that, dude. I don't want to be replaced by some CGI shit in this. all of a sudden it just like cuts and then there's CGI me. You know what I mean? No, no, I'm not trying to have that happen. But
So
yeah,
apparently that girl became too woke, and she was just like talking bitch about Snow White. Actually, like she mentioned that she didn't really like watching Snow White growing up. She just kind of watched Snow White one time, and she was so disgusted about it because she was just telling shit about Snow White that it offended a lot of people actually. So why are you doing this when you don't like the movie
yeah. If you
actually?
don't agree with if you don't agree with the movie,
Mm,
you don't like the movie. Why are you doing taking the money for the
yeah.
part for real? You can
So that's
you
why
cannot like it in secret. You know what I mean? You can't
yeah,
talk shit about it in public and take money. That's the
which
thing.
is so hypocrite. And with this Snow White actually they don't they kind of remove the Prince Charming.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So um I haven't watched the movie yet, but with what she was saying during the promotion of the film, there is no Prince Charming, and Snow White will be able to save herself. Things like that. They're like
He gets
going to the
poisoned.
idea that Snow White is like the leader. But the thing is that most people just wanted to get out of the reality actually and become princesses. That's
Yeah, that's a
the
lot of what
for
it is. That's why Disney prison princesses exist, kind of. I think, and you got like other ones, like what is it? I want to say it's Brave, with the Irish
Mhm.
princess and stuff, and then
Yeah,
you got
yeah,
like Mulan and everything else. There's different stories where that like narrative works. When
yeah,
in Snow White, it kind of doesn't work really because she gets poisoned by an apple, and
yeah,
what does she go to sleep or whatever, and gets put in a glass fucking box. So, or am I thinking Sleeping Beauty? Sleeping Beauty is
now
sort of
she
similar.
Snow no Snow White was the one who was poisoned by the apple. Sleeping
Yeah,
Beauty was the one that was like um
the thumb pricked on a
that yeah,
thimble or like a spinning
yeah,
wheel. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, no. Those two are kind of similar in the respect that they go to sleep and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That
yeah.
was the thing. I was like, am I misremembering this here? But no, yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, people, it doesn't work with the
and
narrative.
and also Snow White went to a time actually when women during that time are um mostly housewives kinda, and she's kinda like stepping on the idea of being a housewife is like a nothing burger, but being housewife is not that easy actually. I don't know
Mhm.
what she's like doing. And most of the people on this time actually, most of the like kids doesn't really understand. you know um we are so like into this kind of idea that everyone should have a career and something during this era that we forget that before actually some people just
That's not
wanted
how things
to
work.
yeah,
No, I agree.
we're
And
we're
and
like
also,
pushing.
go ahead,
Yeah,
go ahead.
go.
Sorry. No, no,
I'm just
you
saying
go ahead.
we're just like pushing too much.
I think we are a little bit too. Again, if you want like an anti-housewife narrative, use something like
Mm,
Beauty and the Beast. You know what I mean?
mm,
She likes to read. She likes to, not. She doesn't. She obviously doesn't want to be a housewife. And you can kind
yeah,
of tell that throughout the story. So if you're trying to push that narrative, you got to use the story that already works with that narrative anyway.
yeah,
And
yeah.
like the housewife thing, I wanted to be a house husband, okay? I didn't want to go to work every day. I was like, yeah, I'll cook and clean, dude. You want some good food? I got it for you. I don't want to you're the breadwinner lady. Thank you. I'll be here to have sex with later when you want it.
Uh-huh.
Here's your martini, honey, like that was me, dude. That ass, dude. I was trying to be a house husband.
Have you?
Not pretty enough
I,
for it, apparently.
did you remember like um how women kill the first story where she's like the housewife, but guy is like cheating on her with some other girls. With the woman from the diner where she become friends with.
What? What are we
Did you
talking about here?
remember How Women Kill, the one that we watched
Oh, the
during,
show.
yeah, where she was like a housewife and his husband, her husband has been like cheating on her from that woman in the diner, but she became friends with a girl from the diner. Did you remember it?
Kind of. I kind of remember it.
So
I'm trying to
that's
like pull it out of my memory right now.
that one's from the 60s era. So
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, it's
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I think I know. I kind of. It's vague in my memory right now. I started thinking about like the outsourced show instead. My memory pulled that up
oh
for some reason,
yeah.
and then now I'm
We
thinking
haven't
about like
finished
the
that.
different food
We
places.
haven't finished that outsource actually.
No, we could do that on Twitch. Actually, watch. I think there's a way that that can be done
Yeah, we can.
legally.
Can we do a live?
We can't do it on YouTube. They will copyright strike you on here, but on Twitch,
Yeah,
I think we can do it on Twitch. We'll have to figure out how to do viewing parties at a later date.
yeah,
I
we should do that. I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too. I think that'd be a lot of fun because I watch too much television and I always
Or
got some smart ass thing to say. So
yeah, you know what? We can try to watch again Why Women Kill because it seems like you haven't remembered anything about that already.
no,
Have you seen?
I
Did you remember
it'll come back
Lucy
to me.
Liu?
Lucy Liu, yeah, yeah, Lucy Liu, dude. I love Lucy Liu. Are you
We
kidding
have
me?
watched Why Women Kill with her, right?
Yeah, yeah, I love Lucy
I know.
Liu. It's vague in my memory. I'm only remembering there was like the food show we were watching. And we had the Visaya and stuff like that, and there was like the other
Yeah.
places
So
we watched with the
mm,
food stuff. And I remember outsourced. Um,
yeah.
Probably too much too much to drink,
That
maybe.
that. How about the thriller film that we watched? You're
Oh,
next.
you're
Did
next.
you
Yeah, I remember
remember?
that. And they all wear the mask, and that she went into the house over there,
Yeah.
and then they're all dead, and then they came back to the house, and yeah, I remember all that. Definitely
We
remember
we
all that.
should. I'm kind of excited if we're going to like do a watch party. It's kind of I I always want to do that while we're like commenting on stuff. You
Yeah,
know.
we definitely can do that. I will have to figure out how to align it because it'll have to we'll have to both be watching it at the same time.
Hmm.
We'll have to do some kind of screen sharing thing or something like that, and
Yeah.
it will have to be on a platform that allows it because
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
don't allow it. But I think if we put both of our faces on either corner of it, it'll cut off enough of the screen that it's
Hmm.
fair use and as a creative endeavor. You know what I'm saying? There are some like legal loopholes that you can share it as long as you do something with it that
Yeah.
makes it either artistic or creative or educational. And I think
Mm.
we can weasel that in there somehow.
So which means we can stop after 10 minutes and then we'll talk about that and then we'll start continue.
Oh,
I
we'll
think
just
that's what they do most of the time here in YouTube. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. YouTube's like difficult. They definitely are very strict about copyright on YouTube, so like we'll have to be careful. Um, but I gotta go. I gotta go somewhere else. I gotta be there in like 40
uh,
minutes, and the drive's like 30 or so, and traffic or whatever else. So we'll pick up next time with education because we got
sure.
so sidetracked on this one. Um, but yeah, nice chatting with you, man.
Imagine this. We just start. We were supposed to start with education. We haven't finished anything that we have started.
We
Anyway,
talked about education for 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? God damn.
I'll see you
All right,
soon, Dorian.
take it
Take
easy.
care.
Take care.